Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Now, before I go into this, I have to let you know that I just woke up this morning, so if I sound kind of weird or if I say something dumb, just understand that, yeah, I just woke up. But essentially, I wanted to kind of touch on this CyberPunk 2077 thing one more time because I didn't realize that the founder, I believe, of Rock Paper Shotgun has come out and doubled down on his employees' comment about Cyberpunk 2077 and how the game is still insinuating certain racial stereotypes or insinuating racist behavior or mannerism, and to the point where he even tries to undermine the co-creator of Cyberpunk 2077 and the original creator of Cyberpunk 2020, Mike Pondsmith, and his opinion on how he feels about the game. Because as you guys know, Mike Pondsmith, he came out and he addressed a lot of the kind of concerns and backlash that came from Cyberpunk 2077. And if you want to know how that came about, Cyberpunk 2077 had a early preview, I believe, or behind the doors kind of preview of their latest build or something like that, where they showcased a lot of the missions that they had shown in the trailer, the same trailer where Keanu Reeves was revealed to the public. So they showed a gameplay playthrough of that, and it just so happens that they fought off a bunch of gang members who were predominantly black for the most part in this gameplay playthrough, and those two gangs had different names that kind of okay. So the first gang is under the name Animals, and already this guy and the founder of this website took it as a racial problem in a sense. A bunch of black guys, their gang name is Animals, so yeah, it's probably racist. And it's like, I don't know how to put this, but it's ridiculous at this point. I understand what these two journalists are coming from, if you want to call them journalists. I understand what they're coming from. Like, on paper, like I said this before in my previous video, on paper it does look bad in a sense, but it's like, how are we going to move forward as a society if we still cling on to certain things? Like, these guys, the story, okay, see, the thing is, that's what I mean, the story, we need to wait for the game to come out so we can actually have a context as to what's going on. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I've already expressed my thoughts and opinion on that. What I'm here to talk about is that the creator, the founder of the Rock Paper Shotgun website has went on Twitter to kind of express his thoughts and opinion, I believe, and he went and actually tried to undermine Mike Pondsmith's opinion and his creative vision for the game, trying to say that, oh, just because a black guy made the game doesn't mean that it can't be racist. And that's a fair point. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, he's wrong. That's a fair point. We've had people in the black community, in the Asian community, in the white community who hate their own race. It's not something that is uncommon. Well, it is kind of uncommon because it's weird for you to hate your own race unless you have a specific reason for it, but it's not something that is unrealistic. It can happen. But I feel like, the thing is that unless in the game we see nothing but good white guys who are living good lives, and then all the black guys are represented as bad people, unless we see that in the game, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of bad people who are white, who are Asian, who are black in this game. And I'm pretty sure in the Animals there's probably going to be a variety of people in this group. Now they did point out that the leader of the Animals is a white girl who looks like a Sasquatch or something like that. Now that's interesting. doesn't really help. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't help that case that the leader of a mostly black group is a white girl. It's like, that's not really helping that case here, but I see what they're trying to say, kind of. But what really kind of undermines, not sorry, what really kind of pisses me off is how they're trying to kind of justify their stance and how they're trying to undermine the guy's vision. We haven't even seen the vision yet. That's the thing. Oh my god, my phone's alarm just going off. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, we're back. So, but that's what really kind of gets on my nerve, is that they're trying to undermine the creator's vision, trying to tell him how to tell the story, trying to tell him how he should represent certain groups of black people. And it's like, listen, we need to see the name itself, the name animals, has been used both as a negative and as not as a positive thing, but we've used the word animals more like on a positive note. So when someone does something pretty crazy or pretty amazing or just out of this world, we usually go like, oh, this guy's a fucking animal, oh jeez, he's a fucking beast, look at this man, look at this beast, look at him just doing whatever the fuck he's doing over there. But obviously as well, I'm not gonna pretend we have used the word animals as a negative thing. So if someone's behaving really weird, really, I guess, not in a more classy, civilized manner, we would kind of call them, oh, these guys are just a bunch of animals. Look at them, just look at the way they're living. Look at the ground. There's trash everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? But in this case, there's a reason why these guys call themselves animals. It's been explained in the story, and they're all aiming to be the most physically powerful, or to be in physical peak condition that the human body can allow them. And obviously if they've reached it at a natural stage, they're gonna try and augmentate them. This is why we are in a cyberpunk world. They're aiming to be as powerful as humanly possible, because they see animals as the most powerful creatures on the planet, which is kind of true, physically speaking anyways. Animals are much stronger than us. They can do things that we cannot do. We are pretty much I can't talk. We are kind of losers in the animal spectrum, if you want to think of it that way. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're aiming to reach their bodies to the maximum capacity. There's gonna be different types of characters in this game who are all going to exhibit certain attributes, and I guess they called this game unimaginative stereotypes, but it's like we haven't even seen anything yet. So what? Whenever a human being is called animals, you immediately think of a black person? That's kind of like an underlining racist from their point of view. Do you know what I mean? So what are you trying to say? That every time you hear human and you hear animal, you think of black people? Because that's not what I think. Well, me personally, I don't think that, but no, it's kind of weird when you think about it. That's what they're trying to say. Like, oh Jesus, no. But the thing is, cyberpunk is supposed to be a weird, crazy, dystopian world where nothing makes sense, and sometimes things just get a little bit offensive. That's kind of like how I've always interpreted Cyberpunk 2077. It's crazy. It's like, I don't understand how media likes to try and control the way people tell their story. We haven't played the game. That's what pisses me off. Like, the game isn't out yet. I mean, they made the same complaint with The Witcher 3 being all white, but it's like, weren't they in some type of, now I could be wrong, I know there are a lot of fans who are fans of The Witcher 3 story, so I might get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure the game itself is located somewhere deep in the East European section where black people aren't really known to be there. You know what I mean? Like, and it's back in the old days, like in the old fictional days. Like, they made a complaint about this. Like, that's not how you make games. You don't just tick off things and then make the game. Like, you tell a compelling story. And that's just how it is. We need to see what the game has to offer. And it's not even, this is the one thing they're still focusing on, that a white guy is shooting down a bunch of black people. Have they forgotten that you're going to be creating your own story? No, sorry, your own character. Did they forget that? Which technically, yes, you're going to be creating your own story, but the most important thing is that you're going to be creating your own character. It won't be a white guy by the end of it. No one in this world is going, okay, there's going to be a lot of people playing white guys, but what I mean to say is, not everyone's going to be playing white guys. There's going to be people playing Asian guys, have you forgotten about them? There's gonna be people playing with black characters and any other ethnicity that I'm completely ignoring right now. It's bad. Anyways, that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. We can't let people control the vision of game creators. Now, the thing about this is that it's made out of good intention. They're not trying to hate this game because they want to hate this game. It could be true, but it could be that they're well-meaning people who just end up saying some really radical stuff. Wait till the game comes out. Just wait for the game to come out. Once the game comes out and we see it, and every gang member is just composed of black people, and there's no, there's no the Japanese mafia, there's no white thugs who do meth and cocaine and they go around killing and raping people. We don't see any of that. We don't see white kids going to a school and shooting the school up. We don't see any stereotypes of any other race but black people. Then we can say, okay, there's something fucking wrong with Cyberpunk 2077. We can say that at least. But if we see everyone else being fucking evil, then it's fair game, personally. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.